All right, I have to make up a 14 stream, and none of the other streams I said I would make up. But yeah, no, it's just because I'm behind on stuff, and I didn't really cap that hard this week. And maybe I'll do Southhorn, which would kind of be good because I'm behind on it. So I'll do that probably. But first, fucking monk. No. I only play caster in Alliance Raid Roulette, and I'm not stupid. I know better. Seriously. And like, I am weighing if I should clear M6. Like, I definitely should do it today. Because I kind of feel like we're not clearing it today at all. So I feel like I should just do it today. And just get it... What? High end. Jesus. I feel like I should just do it today and get it done. 500k for Universal Tome. M2 taken. I don't even know what M2 does. Reclears. Bridge Prog. Range 2 LB. Is that fucking caster? I honestly prefer the range, like the fizz ranged LB, because you hit all 4 targets. Whatever. It's funny how the whole fight is just a fucking ad phase. A glorified ad phase. That requires more prog. That requires like ultimate tier levels of prog. That reminds me of when we used to do Garuda. Way back when it was new. This was back in Stormblood. Way the fuck back in Stormblood. Where Garuda prog was like 99% of a raid night. And we could not get these nice gentlemen to work together. Oh well, it was unfortunate. I knew we weren't going to be able to clear with that party. But the fact we even got over the finish line in Kefka was kind of whatever, but I feel bad sometimes about that. I kind of Thanos some dreams with that one, and I probably shouldn't have. But I don't know. To me, Ultimate's kind of stupid in that regard. And I don't particularly enjoy playing with a lot of really high level people most of the time. Energizing Elixir. Component. Really? That's just it? There you go. Alright. 1. I love this. What level are we? 97. Okay, well, we're close, man. We're getting so close to being maxed out on everything. Feels good, man. You'll love to see it. I'm really happy. And then I could go get my mentor crown for everything again. At this point, I've just been lazy. And as you can see, I've just been kind of soaking in the residual money from doing roulettes. So that's where I'm at currently. Okay, we have just enough slots. Oh, what? Oh, oops. Is this gonna work? Yes, okay. I forgot to veneration there. Shit happens. There you go. Obviously, this does not give as much as Nidawikwe because this is last expansion's lady. We're probably not going to level up. Ooh, it'll be real close. Actually, we might. Let's see. I think we will, actually. Very nice. Alright. We're only 2 levels off. And honestly, I could just pay for it from here. It probably costs less than $1 million, but I guess maybe I'll just do it next week. Fuck it. Next week I'll just top it off. Whatever I don't get from doing this one final time, I'll just pay for it. I'll just buy the item on the market board. Call it a fucking day. Ugh, what a crazy hot day it is today. It was a good walk. I went for a nice walk in the park. So I'm feeling good. I did that early instead of later in the day. It's very nice out. Okay. Go back to Monk. And then I guess we will do Southhorn, because I would like to do this Calamity Bound, since I've had it in my log for like 2 weeks. If we just sit around in Southhorn. They actually did some hot fixes to Southhorn. I wasn't really looking too much at them. I think they changed the way, basically now they're working on a way that you could enter a preformed instance of with 48 people. So that way, if you want to do Fort Tower, you could just go in with 48 people. That's a good fix. I give them credit and props for changing it. It shouldn't have been that way, but they changed it within 2-3 weeks, so I'm not that angry at them. I think that's pretty reasonable, you know? And I'm not gonna say because the last versions didn't do that, but because the last versions literally didn't do that. Your Baja didn't do that, but they changed it real quick. So now you can actually just get right in instead of having to do weird Discord shenanigans. That was one of the dumbest things about BA, and frankly, I'm hoping that this allows them to redo a lot of the stuff for these adventuring forays. I think that they always need to have this option where you can go, you can make an instance yourself, or you can get 48 people together outside of it, and then it'll read that you have like a 48-man party or something, and then just allow you to enter. But I mean, unfortunately now this is something that I really think is kind of stupid, is they'll create like Cloud of Darkness Chaotic, and motherfuckers just won't stop dying to stupid towers, whatever the mechanic is. And yeah, it's a raid wipe, but now it's, oh, well, Cloud is too hard. Nothing's good enough. I don't get it. Cloud is too hard. Can't figure it out. People die and they want to get hard carried. So I guess you can only just have 8-man content, and then anything above 8-man just has to be a clusterfuck, and just anything above it, you just can't plan through it. That's unfortunate, because I always liked the idea of harder 24-mans, especially back when Construct 7 was proving people don't know how to use math. And it sucks, because now I think that we're probably going to get very, very neutered 48-mans, which is very unfortunate. Sorry, was it 24-mans? Not 48-mans. There's not even 48-man stuff in this game besides adventuring forays. That's unfortunate. I actually like Cloud Chaotic, I just didn't have enough time to really prog it, unfortunately, of course. This is why I need to clear tiers way faster. And this is why this week I'm absolutely going into Brute Abominator. If I ever get in. So, my understanding specifically about Monk's combo is that we have 20 seconds. That's what, like, how many GCDs is 20 seconds? Let me go to the lab. How many GCDs is Fire's reply? Or sorry, because you have to fit. Here, we're gonna intentionally whiff this, right? So usually we do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, because Monk's GCD is so fast, you have 10 GCDs under Riddle of Fire. Okay. Reset striking dummy. I'm gonna do this without looking up the answer. So in those 10 GCDs, 2 of them have to be Elixir Burst and Phantom Rush, right? Ugh, let me get rid of that. Elixir Burst and Phantom Rush. 2 of them have to be that way. Another one has to be... Where the fuck is this move? Where's Wind's Reply? Here it is. Another has to be Wind's Reply because it's 1000 potency. This is actually an insane fucking maneuver. And then Fire's Reply. So that's already 4 of the 6. Yeah, I think it's... So that's 4 of the 6. We have to spend another 3 GCDs using what builds up to the second melee combo. And that leaves us with 3. What are the other 3 that I'm thinking of? What is it? Hold on, because I'm fucking this up. I forget exactly what I was doing, because I was thinking about this morning, funnily enough, and I just haven't really been... I don't play Monk a lot, and that's kind of the point. Right? Okay. Oh, yeah, you use these filler GCDs. You get filler Opos. I forgot how this works. So because this is my opener, we do a double lunar. Okay, now I'm remembering exactly how it works. There's those 2 Oppo GCDs that you squeeze in there. That's where your remaining 10 go. I remember. Or, well, I guess it'll be the remaining 2, because 4 are for our big hits. And you don't want to drop Wind's Reply, which is why you use it so late. Because you absolutely want to use Wind's Reply at some point. So that means that realistically it's like a 12 GCD window that you condense into a 10 GCD window, and that's how you use it. I got it. Was the same as before. And this is unfortunately where Rising Phoenix has now ended up in the rotation, which I think is really funny, actually. Poor Rising Phoenix is just like the butt of the joke, basically. But you know what? There was a time when Rising Phoenix was not the butt of the joke, and it was actually the cornerstone of the entire rotation. So now what I'm wondering is if you hold Wind's Reply just so you could squeeze it in again, or if it's just better to use it on cooldown. That is what I don't know. That's like the min-maxing of Monk. I don't know. Is because Wind's Reply is a 90-second cooldown as opposed to a 1 minute or a 2. I'm not sure if you hold it, like for right now. Probably not. Probably not. Oh, I didn't even pop that. Well, I'm super cooked. We're gonna pretend like I didn't do that. Okay. Okay, whatever. Something like that. I just use it on cooldown. You just have it off, on, off, on, off, on. Jesus, music is loud. Oh, Lord. Where's my dash? It's so weird when you have dash on different buttons. Is that a viable double weave? I have no idea. Dude, Monk is so fun. Also, I changed the wire, like the literal wire that I use for my controller, and it doesn't drop when I put it down. So the wire was kind of fucked. It is what it is. I'm definitely not crying tears over that. Don't care. Oh boy. Well, here there's no winds reply, so it probably doesn't matter as much. Eden's Prime is gonna jump. Oh shit. I totally forgot about that. Oh well, whatever. Where is Earth's reply? Why the fuck do I have it there? Okay, I'm moving that. I'm putting Six-Sided Star there, for real. Where the fuck is Six-Sided Star? Wait, what? Oh, whatever, man. Is it even worth it? No. I don't really care. Okay. This actually was the enrage on the savage mode. This was the enrage if you couldn't do it, if you couldn't kill the ads fast enough. You had to silence them. Eden was over here making you silence in like almost once a tier. You have to mandatorily silence something. Great. Love it. Imagine if Hephaestus and Athena had silencing. Yes, I would love the wipes to it. Hey, Fizz Range, you gonna head graze? I'd never even put that on my bar. I mean, I play with tanks. They don't even know what interject is. They just unlock fancy moves. It pops up on the screen. They never look through their toolbar ever again. It's so crazy to me. Hey, here's this move. You should totally learn how to use it and when to use it. I guess I just won't. All right, cool. We'll just die. Thanks. Not like I wanted to clear or anything, you know. Clearing is for squares, clearly. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, goodbye. Clear? What do you want to clear for? That's how it feels like when people waste my time. Expert. And look, I know not everyone is that way, but it's enough that it's annoying. We have that one part of the near raid where the, what is it, Puppet's Bunker, where the stupid mechs plow the ground, and if you don't interject it, people get paralyzed. And I swear to God, tanks just, I mean, you kind of have to know that you have to target them, right? It's not like super apparent, but, you know. It's annoying. I mean, the way the content is structured, you know, you'll always be able to interject something because you'll always have enough. Even if no Fizz Range show up, you will always be able to interject content because you will always have a tank who will have interject, because interject is like a level 46 skill. Oh, fuck is it? No, it's a level 18 skill. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, and then they give you Shirk. But there's no dual tank content before 50. It's all the hard modes. So you don't even need Shirk until level 48. I mean, you don't even need it until level 50. There's literally no content before that. Yeah, I'm surprised that you don't have to interject something in Sugar Riot. That I know it's in M7, but like you don't have to interject something in Sugar Riot. Now there was a fight where you had to interject and low blow, and I fucking hated it because it's complete RNG. At least as a gunbreaker, fucking Shiva is complete RNG. Depending on how quickly your teammates kill the ads, you exit out of ad phase with 1, 0, or 2 cartridges, and it's awful. It's absolutely awful. You either want to have 0, so you redo your reopener, you do your opener again, or you want to have 2. Having 1 charge as a gunbreaker is like fucking hell on earth. Having 1 charge is just terrible. It's the worst feeling in the world. Well, especially, well, it's more so with 3 now. With 3 charges, no, sorry, with 3 charges, having 2, I think is pretty much a guaranteed at least 1 GCD delay to Bloodfest, which is really shitty. Having none is easy because you really shouldn't have none, but if you did happen to have none, you could always early Bloodfest and like it doesn't matter, right? Like then you just begin as normal. But having 3 is ideal. Having 1 is serviceable because you could Bloodfest and then something's getting delayed pretty much. Having 2 or having 1 before we had 3 charges. What the fuck is that? You're still online? Oh, oops. Let me shut down. I did not know I still had this shit up. I'll do work on this later. Having 1, none, or whatever. Huh. 1, none, or 2, man. This is stupid. What am I looking at? Oh my god. Alright, whatever, that's stupid. I'm not gonna bother with that. Fuck that. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, having 1, 0, or 2 cartridges for Shiva literally made the fight so random because you could come out of Shiva in such a or out of the ad phase and back to Shiva with such a terrible position. Like, I get it. Bloodfest is probably one of the most weird, and this is exactly why I prefer 2-minute Bloodfest instead of 90-second Bloodfest. 90-second Bloodfest made the class feel like a real clusterfuck, because sometimes it felt better just to hold it, whereas with 2-minute, I just think it lines up better with a lot of things. You don't have to have this weird off no mercy Bloodfest every other Bloodfest, right? So you'll have the 0-second, the 90-second, the 3-minute, the 90-second after that, which is what, 270, and then another one again at what, 6 minutes. It just fucking sucked. It wasn't very great. 2-minute Bloodfest just makes way more sense. So I prefer 2-minute Bloodfest personally, and that's why, like, for example, you know, when we do the poll, we start on Bloodfest, and I actually kind of ended up enjoying one cartridge double down. I think one cartridge double down is very fun personally. It's just the only thing that sucks is, again, I feel a certain type of way about them removing Rough Divide, because now we just end up doing nothing during this at all. And sometimes it's cool because, like, you need to weave multiple cooldowns, like you see when I play Dancing Green, like I weave multiple cooldowns. And then sometimes it just kind of sucks. Like, it just ends up feeling very hollow and empty in some of your bursts. And the thing I liked about Gunbreaker is that with Rough Divide, it felt like there was just enough that there was never, like, severe downtime. And that's probably the one thing that I would want, is I just want No Mercy and, I guess, Delirium or Living Shadow or something to give you, like, 1 or 2 charges of Rough Divide. I just think that would be more fun, because I genuinely enjoyed that more from a gameplay perspective. And that it makes it kind of jarring to play Paladin, because Paladin you actually kind of have to time where you're going to put your intervenes, and Warrior you just kind of onslaught whenever the fuck you want, and no one really cares. That's the number one thing I dislike about Gunbreaker. But it's still my favorite tank by far, because I do not like Dark Knight. I never really, like, I say I never liked Warrior. That's like a partial lie. It's kind of true though. It's like a half truth. Like, I never really did like Warrior. It's not my aesthetic. It's not my vibe. I just like it because it lets me bypass my teammates having to do anything. And I'll just remove points of failure, because I know I will never fuck up a home gang. Ever. In a million years. I don't think I've fucked up a home gang maybe but a handful of times. And I feel like that's such a rare occurrence that it's not something that typically happens at all. And that's why I did not clear Athena as a Dark Knight, even though Dark Knight was better for me on the cooldown, or just on cooldown usage. It was just better for me to play Dark Knight for Athena 90% of the time. But that's why I stopped playing it, because I just didn't want to have to deal with fucking Tentacle. So I was just like, okay, whatever. If we're able to make it without me playing Dark Knight, then that's fine. I'll just home gang it again, just like with Gaia again. Just remove points of failure, especially in Party Finder, so that way people don't have to worry about it. I'll just do both. I don't give a shit. Like, seriously, I just don't care. And that's not even to be mean to people in Party Finder. That's just me saying, like, I'd rather not deal with Party Finder shenanigans, you know. And like, look, I play with a controller, right? Like, people already tell me that controllers already handicap gameplay enough, and they're probably right. It kind of is. I can't strafe. It sucks. But it's the life I chose. It is what it is. Someday I'll try playing this game with keyboard and mouse, and it'll be right back to Sastasha, because there's no way I can play this game with keyboard and mouse. It just cannot happen. Also, I kind of need to get a new keyboard anyway. Fuck! Now I'm having fun playing Gunbreaker, dude. Gunbreaker definitely handles downtime the worst out of every single tank, for sure. So that's the number one thing. That's why that 6 minute in Dancing Green sucks veiny dick, because there's like actually no way for me to get my charges, because I have to disconnect for at least 2 GCDs to dance. So there's no way I go into that 6 minute with everything up. It just sucks. There's nothing you can do about it. Whereas every other class gets all their big moves or can prep it, I cannot. Such is the price of having the highest DPS of all tanks under almost every scenario. Bro, what the fuck? Come on. Oh boy. Okay. Kick again. Fires reply. Winds reply. Ah! Kick again. Oh shit, I fucked up. 1, 2, 3. I still got it under the other one, so it was fine. Oops. Where am I? Okay, after you. What shield is that? Is that the ultimate shield, or is that a... What is this? An ultimate? No, it's a... Yeah, I feel like I have that. It's not dyeable, so that's why I never use it. Cortana is actually not a bad-looking sword and shield. Or, well, I guess the sword, at least. Well, this time I am gonna hold Wind's reply. Many such cases. Is it possible I'm lucky he didn't throw it to my side immediately out of habit? What? Oh my god. What is this madness? All right, peons. Ah, that was not the right move. Okay, I won't be that much of a dick. Oh, well, didn't have to do that. Okay. What if I pop Wind's reply here? I definitely popped this one way too fucking early. Whatever. I need to wait. I need to do one more loop of my rotation, bro. God damn it. Fuck, he's gonna die. Ah. I need to do one more loop of my rotation. I would have had it. Damn, that really sucks. There's no way I reach these next dudes in time. Whatever. Unfortunate. Okay, whatever. It's got to be something like that. I don't know, man. Maybe you do delay it. Maybe you don't. My instinct is telling me you don't delay it, so that way it lines up later. But after that summoner shit where you're supposed to only... Well, that's really only at high-level summoner, which is why I don't like the summoner rotation, because it kind of goes back to being a... It's like a 4-minute rotation, which is absolutely absurd. I really do not like how the summoner rotation plays currently, but that's just me. Here, we'll use our weak one here. Kick again. Do that again. I'm gonna hold it. Who gives a shit? I think that's the biggest part of it, is you save it, you probably use it really early in the window, but at that point I feel like you're just better off just holding it the whole time. I get it's to maybe possibly gain an extra usage of it over a long fight, but that's one of those like super min-maxing details that I don't think 90% of monks I will ever play with will do. And that's not to like shit on them. That just seems like something you just absolutely have to know how your class works at such an intimate level that I just don't see that as happening. What the fuck? I didn't hit fucking perfect balance. God damn it. You have to hit perfect balance on that GCD after Fire's reply. You have to. There's no other way around it. Dude, that Rising Raptor is so good, man. I fucking love this class. This class is insane, man. I love this class. This class is so fun. This class has the best evolution and changes out of any class, I think, in the game. It just gets better and better every fucking X-Pack. I love this class. It is so fun to play. Compared to what it used to be. This class used to fucking suck, dude. Okay. Did I? Oh, I fucked it up. I skipped a GCD now. God damn it. No, my dance. Nope. It's too bad that in my perfect non-2-minute static, I can't take a monk. Sucks. I have to take a Viper instead. What a fucking nightmare that is, huh? I'm not getting through my perfect, so there's no point. I have to do stupid shit in this next ad phase. What do I even have on this class? Queen's Knight? Yeah. Gee, Monk, why does Mom let you have 3 gap closers? Like, it's also just the fact that they brought back Howling Fist after, like, how many expansions? I really felt that in my soul, even though I'm not a monk main. This is one thing I never liked about World of Warcraft, is you'll just lose moves, and then the class will play fucking worse. Like, objectively worse. I'm not talking about, like, they removed fucking Astral Fire and Umbral Ice or whatever stupid shit people were crying about, like, 2 months ago. I mean, like, literally, they'll just remove entire things to change how the entire class plays. It's fucking awful. And that's why I do not like Druid healing anymore. Even though Druid is my favorite class, like, and this is why I don't play Hunter anymore, because I just don't like it. It's just, I liked the little niche I had back in the day, and you literally cannot play it anymore. You objectively cannot really do that. I don't even think you could can you even dual wield as a Hunter anymore? I'm pretty sure that if you play survival, you have to take a 2-handed weapon. Disaster Zone. How ranged is this? Very ranged. Look at that. Oops. Alright, well, we have to do this, regardless of if I wasted it. It is what it is. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't need a party to do normal critical engagements. No, not critical engagements, the other ones. What are they called? Just fates? I don't remember. I don't think so. Okay. Do I roll on this shit? We're going to the Domans after this. Ah, fuck. It's not a huge deal, but damn, I thought I was good with that. We have a white mage. Ah. You have to sprint to do that. I fucked that up. You actually have to sprint to do that. God damn it, man. Fuck. Oh, am I gonna die? Let's see. Am I gonna fall? Nope. I did it yesterday, or I did it 2 days ago, and I forgot that I sprinted to do that. Whatever. Goodbye to my chakras. Left. Ah! He's gonna jump. Alright, whatever. You know what? That is a perfectly valid opportunity to use six-sided star. I didn't even think of that. That is the rare case where six-sided star would actually benefit you a shit ton. I hate this guy, by the way. I'm gonna do this. Trying to find stupid strats for this fight is actually getting me killed multiple times over, which is kind of funny, all things considered. Okay, what next? No, we're going to the Domans. Although... Now, quick, teleport. Thank you. Watch us get Tower. Tower, actually, they boosted the amount of experience you get from Tower, and I think one of the other longer raids, because they're so long, they actually give a shit ton of experience now. You get rewarded handsomely for doing Tower. I just like Tower, because I like the conclusion near Automata, and Tower is reasonably good at adapting it. There you go. Shit. I don't have this. Yeah, I don't know. Do you get another spearfishing gig? Fisher secondary tool? Is that even something that you get? I guess there's better ones. I never upgraded. I think they added spearfishing late. So I just never upgraded, ever. Let's see. Did they? I don't think they did. Whereas over here you can see they have secondary and primary tools. I don't think they did. I don't know what's going on with Fisher, and to be honest, outside of maybe like a Discord somewhere, I don't think anyone does, because most people don't come on video games to fucking fish. That is a very unique subset of people, and then completionists like myself. Most people do not come on these weird games to fucking throw lines in water and pray that RNG favors them, because I know it doesn't favor me. Okay. Can we get I don't want to do Juno. What's the adventurer need bonus? Yeah, see, it's healer now, so I'm not gonna leave it. So whatever I get, I get. I kind of want the I kind of want to get like a Glaya. I want to get like a Glaya. I don't. What's Euphrosyne again? No, I don't want to do. See, I've done some of these so many fucking times. I don't even know what I want to do. So I guess a roulette is just the best way to handle it. Definitely not Cloud of Darkness or Labyrinth, and preferably not Tower, just because it takes a long time. Even though I like Tower, it just takes a really long time to finish. Trying to think of what... I kind of like Aglaya. Aglaya is a really nice opener. I like that you're in the heaven of lightning, and it's just big floating pillars. Even though Nal Dal doesn't even get to do his main mechanic anymore, which is unfortunate. The only way that he could is if they gave him more HP. Ugh. I cannot believe that Towers was what undid Chaotic. Seriously. Hey guys, it's the same mechanic as E9, just don't die. What do you think everyone does? They all run off and die. Like, that inner platform shit is cool. I actually like it. I think that the inner platforms being E9 and everything outside being more like, well, E9, but the other phase of the fight is actually really interesting. It's really cool. It's just a shame that the average person cannot do it. It's not even really that difficult. It's just that you get there and it's just an instant wipe because too many people have died again and again and again and again and again and again and again. So at that point, you're just progging towers. So I don't know. It really sucks because I know they wanted to make something difficult that they could get a bunch of people in to learn in prog, but people don't want to learn in prog. They just want to get carried, and it really sucks. They just want to get hard carried through shit on their back. It's very unfortunate. Sucks. But that's how it is sometimes. You take all this time to design something really, really intricately, and then people look at it and they go, that's too difficult for me. I'm never going to try it. Very unfortunate. I don't want to do that. I heard that if you die, you lose experience. Trying to get people to do Eureka like 7 years ago. If you die, you level down. I don't want to do that. But you could level back up in like 5 minutes. It takes no time at all. You just do like 2-3 fates, you're back to level 20. Or whatever it was in Anemos. I think it was, what, 20... Was it 20, 35, 50, 60? I forget what the level splits were for all the zones. It's ironic. Eureka has definitely the worst leveling experience of any of the alternate leveling content. It has the most zones, the worst zone design by far, but it has the most zones, so it has the most diversity technically. Not really. Meanwhile, Baja is probably some of the best fight design and some of the best, like, end of zone content, I guess, for lack of a better way to say it. And I'm not even talking about Delubrum. Delubrum fucking sucks. I hate Delubrum. I'm talking about Lacus Latour. Lacus Latour and Dalriada are way better than Delubrum. I don't know why people are hyping Delubrum or Delubrum Savage as if most motherfuckers could even do it. Couldn't even find a group for it back in the day. There's a lot of revisionist history going around. Eureka was beloved when it came out. What the fuck are you talking about? No, it was not. Pagos was universally acclaimed, or I guess whatever the opposite of that. You universally shit on as the worst content in the game. I don't know where people get this weird revisionist history from. People thought Anemos was too slow. People thought Pagos was just fucking dog shit. Pyros was a little bit better, but that's because Pagos came before, and then Hydatos was like actually kind of decent. So, but somehow the classical retrospect of it now is Eureka was beloved. What are you talking? This is what I mean. So you could tell who wasn't playing this game 7 years ago, because 7 years ago nobody said that. Everyone thought it was awful. People thought it was fucking trash. And it wasn't very good. Pagos is just terrible, it's miserable, it's boring, it's a slog, and then it only gets good at the end because you could play catch up and then move on. See, the biggest thing about Eureka and all these adventuring foray zones is that they're all separate instances, so you can only ever work on one instance at a time. They really need to be interconnected, in the sense like you could teleport from Hydatos to Pagos or some shit, you know? That's I think ultimately the biggest foible with it, is that they're effectively 4 separate dungeons, but you approach them in a linear leveling manner as opposed to an open leveling manner, which is fine, right? Like, it's fine that that's the case, but then there's no reward for you to go back and really ever do anything lower than the max. So, but which ironically means that a lot of people just never commit to it, never go beyond Anemos, and a lot of people who in Hydatos are just never going back to a lower level. So the adventuring forays just need like a little bit of a system upkeep. And they need to unite a lot of these zones. It's a shame that Baja never had its 3rd zone. I don't know if they ever planned for one because of COVID. They probably just got fucked halfway through development. And so Baja actually came out in 5.35, which is later than any other one. Anemos was a Kefka edition, and whatever the fuck this one is a 7.2 edition. 7.25. And Southern Front was very linear, and that was something I didn't like about it. It's actually, I think it's worse than Anemos. Oh, fucking hell, dude! I get what I fucking ask for. And that's why people leave, because no one wants to sit through this one. Even though it gives the best fucking bonus, they like actually really reward you for doing Tower, and nobody wants to do it. Well, it's one person in an alliance raid. Let's not say nobody here. Let's not fucking hyperbolize it. And there, we already replaced them. So imagine that, instead of sitting through like a 40-minute tower and getting gameplay, getting experience, getting, you know, whatever, you'd rather take a 30-minute penalty and then re-queue. It doesn't make any sense to me. You just get what you get, man. That's why it's a roulette. You can't fucking win a roulette every time. You're gonna get tossed out of every casino. Okay. Ego Collective, eh? I like how my controller works better with this wire now, which is weird. There was drift. What the fuck happened to the drift? I can't even get it to show up anymore. I had drift on this controller, now I don't. So, oh well. I think you popping early and bold in there. Alright. Metagame it. Remember that Flesh and Contra 6 still deal piercing damage? They just use your intelligence stat. It only matters on that one Void Arc boss for some reason. Because if you play Red Mage there, your Contra 6 and Flesh do not hit the boss correctly. That's the only boss I know that even plays a role in. That is not a very common interaction where it matters. No bitches, no snitches, no switches. Hello, Nard. Yeah, we have to do the Switch 2 stream. It's a perfectly good opportunity to buy Metroid Prime again. 1000%. For no reason. Well, I guess for the reason of playing Metroid Prime again. A friend of mine recently unboxed a Switch 2. See, I think I'm gonna remove. I think I'm gonna move some stuff around in my room again. Oh Lord, hold on, I got him. Oop. There you go. Very nice. I like how they play the animation in reverse. I would totally do that too. Okay, we flare here. Okay, we flare here. We did not win the flare lottery either time we played it. That's 25% chance. What is this EXP thing? Do I get more for RE4 bear trapping you with horrible comments? I just think it's whoever participates the most on a stream. I have no idea how it works. You're better off Googling it, because I genuinely have no fucking clue how to work it. It just showed up. Like I said, I was on another stream. I forget whose stream it was. I was on another stream and it was like, oh, number 1, number 2, number 3. You know why? Because Twitch has it. That's why it exists. And it makes sense, obviously, because they want to, you know, compete with Twitch, which makes sense. All right, folks, do not Venn diagram me. I love this game, dude. PvP is mandatory. I'll be Smitty Werben Yangerman Jansen of what? He was number one. He was number one. Remember, licking doorknobs is illegal on Mars. I will once again stand on my soapbox that modern SpongeBob has almost no memorable memes because people are still quoting memes from now like a 30-year-old episode of SpongeBob. I will 100% die on this fucking hill, by the way. They completely bastardized his vision for SpongeBob. Had a perfect wrap-up with the movie, but greed. It's like that Chris Redfield speech in Resident Evil 5. It really is. We gambled and we lost again. Don't gamble. You will never win. Remember when they were so fucking anal about them doing that 8chan Ask Me Anything for Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated or whatever? They literally cited that there were no modern SpongeBob jokes in a fucking remake of a 2003 game. I think people forget exactly how vindictive some of these pieces of shit game journalists are. That was the most insane fucking review I ever read. They didn't include any modern humor in a very faithful remake of an old game. Like, it makes you wonder if these people are just brain damaged or just absolutely super agendaed, and I think it's a little bit of both. I think that they're actually just mentally too far gone, but we just don't do anything to them as a society. It's absolutely insane. Oh, well, here's a 2003 game faithfully recreated, but we're not gonna put, you didn't put any modern SpongeBob jokes. Like, motherfucker, do you know any modern SpongeBob jokes? I cannot cast or pull this. Are you out of your mind? Okay, thank you. Thank you for handling it for me, but it didn't work because they pulled early anyway. Oh, no, it did. Never mind, I lied. I will never forget those reviews. Okay, please, guys. This is like baby mode tanking. Thank you. Well, my whole shit is fucked up. Great. Whatever, man. It's over. Because my hit didn't land. My whole fucking rotation is screwed. Excellent. Love it. I'm never popping my shit that early again. Ever. Oh, he DC'd? Okay, that might explain a lot. Alright, done. I'm not hitting. Hello? What, dude, there's a third tank in here somewhere. There's a third tank in here somewhere. You need to do something. There's a third tank in here somewhere. Do you remember that you're a tank, please? Hey, who is not tanking? I don't even need to look. It's one of you. One of you is not tanking. Thank you. No one ever reads chat in this game. It's brutal. I'm on controller and I read chat more. You cannot pull someone DCing. He just now dies. That's hilarious. This is why people don't like Tower. It has actual mechanics in it, so people don't like it. Oh my god. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. You still target him for Blaze Sweep? Yes. It's a swamp. I don't know why people still don't understand how this mechanic works. Thank you. 50-50. What is Wandering Trail? I don't remember this one. Okay. Is this the one where they go to the sides and they make it clap? God, I love this fight. This is why you never have fights like this anymore. Wow, what in the fuck? See if I can get that up quick. Thank you. Oh my god, please help me. That works! I've never seen someone do that. All right, I called out for sucker and I got it. Someone knows what they're doing. Oh, that's funny. And I asked for it, and then someone did it. What? Why did it not give me the combo indicator? Does it not do that? Oh, fucking hell. Here we go. Good thing there's no cleaves. No, stop moving it! Holy shit. Oh my god, this is hell. This fight is insane, man. Okay. Now, you know, no one... Thank you. This is why I will never play Black Mage in a roulette. I will only play Rezzers because of this exact reason. Oh boy, video games. I still find it hilarious. They made like an entire raid around Near Replicant, which wasn't even out at the time of them making it. That might be my favorite like piece of lore tidbit for this fight, is that Near Replicant wasn't even out when this was a current raid. No, right? It was like a month away. So it was close. But to be fair, Near Replicant was not a new game. So I guess you could argue that they were making it off of the original version of the game to promote the re-release of the game. I'm not, you know, whatever weird way you want to describe that, I guess. I'm not popping anything. Look at where his HP is. Okay, anyway. Alright. It only gets worse. Yeah, I don't know if that sea tank is coming back. Never even thought of that. If you follow Nier canon, it must be fucking insane that you have to play like 5 different games, a lot of which are not even published by Square Enix, and a lot of which are not even Nier games anymore. Like, imagine being like a random, like, I'm a Nier Automata enjoyer, and now you have to do some weird shit in Final Fantasy in an MMO because they put content from Nier in a Final Fantasy MMO. And then you have to play Tekken 7, I think it was. And then you have to play Nikke, which is kind of a Nier derivative. Like, I don't know, man. Being a Nier fan is like intentionally getting you exposed to multiple other franchises at this point. And honestly, I don't even think it's a bad thing. I just think it's really funny. Like, if you actually like Nier, you have to play it in a bunch of other shit. That's pretty funny, though. I won't even lie. Fuck. I always get that mixed up. Whatever, man. I don't care. What? They're just far enough that you can't AoE them. They're smart. The androids very obviously know what they're doing. He woke up to justice? Who? You know they have a Monster Hunter collab in this game? I never talk about it because it came out a long time ago. The legendary Dark Knight. I have no idea what you're talking about. Isn't that DMC difficulty? I think I played 1 level on legendary Dark Knight difficulty. That's because I just don't play DMC4 anymore. That was a game I only played once. Oh, yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if you meant the difficulty or not. Because that's the one difficulty they added to Special Edition. And I like Special Edition, but what I found out is I don't like fixed cameras. I like fixed camera angles for me can only be horror games or puzzle games now. I can't do action games with it anymore. After playing Bayonetta and after playing Nier, I can't do it. It just doesn't work for me anymore. Gonna 50-50 gamble. You will never win when you gamble. This is not a sponsorship. 50-50. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's like a 25%. So that's how you know I'm definitely not fucking winning it. Ever. Okay, we need some lightning. Am I stupid? Yes. The sad part is like the voice acting is really what sells Nier. So not having the voice acting in this raid just really sucks. It's really unfortunate. Like, this is such a cool fight in Nier Automata. And like, obviously the Final Fantasy fight is fine, but like, I don't know. We just have to run around and dodge orbs, I guess. You know, like, I guess it makes more sense in a single-player story-based game than it does in an MMO. It's not exactly very engaging to do it in an MMO in the same vein. Oh, fuck. Anyway, it's not the same. A lot of this doesn't really translate well. You can't have an action-based DMC-style game and then make it in an MMO. It just doesn't really... It doesn't translate in the same vein as Nier was kind of like a little bit of a genre buster and was very much aware... Thanks, I guess. Uh-oh. Extinction? Oh, Lord. I'll get him. Someone's dead. Oh, that poor black mage. Anyway, see ya. Ah. Pog stream. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm not going to use my 2 minute here because we're about to disappear, so there's no point. Wear 2B's thigh highs and nature's cycle irreversibly distorted out of humanity's control. You know you could get that outfit in this game? Oh, I didn't press the button. Whoops, that's pretty funny. You could get that outfit in this game. I'm pretty sure it's unisex, too. I don't know how to get extra copies of it anymore, though, because it used to be that you could loot it every time, but you can't do that anymore, because I was going to dress up a bunch of characters with it, because there's some characters you could dress up in this game that aren't your own, and I was going to dress them up so that they could look like, oh, wow, someone else is dead. Very nice. I can't res him. I'm in the middle of this. Does this hurt? Yes, it does. Alright.
You have so little control over your nature.
All you could do is watch as the world falls to ruin. This shit blew my mind when they did this for the first time. I love it. This was where all the budget went. I love it. Imagine explaining this to a Nier fan, dude. Yeah, and then you actually have to do the shit that you do in the game. Dude. This is so unhinged. I love it. I love it. Oh man, Nier Automata is definitely fucking goaty, dude. Alright, very nice. They were cooking with this one. I fucking love it. They were cooking. And no, I don't have magic barrier at this level, so that's a healer check. Less work for me, at least. Alright. Child's play. I'm not targeted. Very nice. Dude, I got targeted for this twice the oh, some people are super dead. Goodbye. I got him. You see why I play Red Mage exclusively? You couldn't even do this on Summoner. Oh, you fucking bitch, dude. I don't care if I get hit by this. That doesn't matter to me. Very nice. We are not going to reprise shit. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, remember when Virus, Reprisal, and Addle were all 15 or were all 5 seconds? Yeah, good times. Really good times. I don't think unitard maid lingerie is unisex. Yeah, but they just do it just in case people want to wear it. You're right. But unfortunately, or I don't even know if it's unfortunate. I just don't really care that much. I just think you should be allowed to wear it. Like, I don't really give a shit about that. Because then otherwise, like, that's how you end up with a game where everyone plays a female character. And obviously, I'm not playing a female character, so... Oh my god! Your little alliance is pointless. I dropped it. You'll never compare to us. I'm not 2-minuting here. Are you out of your mind? Woke spray rears his head, you wish. Like, I don't care. If you want to make your character look fugly, I mean, that's on you. I do agree that having, like, gender-locked and even sometimes race-locked armor is kind of stupid, because what ends up happening is they put all the budget towards the female armor and not enough towards the male armor. That definitely does happen, especially, you know at these fucking gacha games. Are there even any male characters in Nikkei? Like, actually, hold up. Let me ask some people who are experts at this. Expert Coomers. Here we go. What's this guy's name? I'm gonna tell him to change his fucking name back. Yes, you! I actually read that! Holy shit! Yo, I'm like, yes, you! Oh, okay, yes, very good. You're the male character, you! Besides you, are there any male characters, bro? Your future son, Jesus Christ. Oh shit, wait, dodge. I was too busy laughing. Yes. You know, with how contentious like AI and robot girlfriends will become in like the near future, it really makes you wonder why like more games don't explore the consequences of it besides like Detroit Become Human or something. Because like I keep saying this, like not all of this like rampant 2B sexualization is like fan base given. Like I don't think that was most of Yoko Taro's intent, besides I made a really attractive character. I could be wrong, but that's not the vibe I got from playing the game. When I played the game, I really feel like it was just a pretty chill fucking game, dude. Oh, oops, I was not paying attention. Hilarious. And I'm still not paying attention. That was not the vibe I got at all. Okay, I have not gotten healed this whole time. Thank you. Thank you, warrior. Oh my god, Surgster literally just answered with you. Dude, is this like an actual joke in the Nikkei fanbase? For real. Is this like an actual joke? Like, oh, the only male character is you. Is this a real joke? Am I just now like catching up to this weird fucking game's humor? There are no male Nikkei due to lore reasons. Men fail the Nikkei conversion process. Okay. See, I don't play the game, so I wouldn't know. Us Coomers all share a collective intelligence. That's a terrible way to put it. Oh my god. I would tell him. I just got that answer in chat too. Lol. Yes, you. You're the only male character. Oh my god, dude. You know what? I ain't even mad at what's the people that make it? They're not called Stellar Blade. Shift Up. I'm not even mad, bro. I'm not even mad at them. I wish them all the best, because the amount of flack that they got was insane. And in 10 years, the usual suspects are gonna show up and be like, oh, we always love Stellar Blade. It's for the lesbians. Camera look. Sure, dude. Just like they did to Bayonetta. There are male characters, many who play major roles. Because there's male, what are they called? Yorha units. There's plenty of male Yorha units. It's just the main characters are not besides 9S. Wow, they actually got a tank? Holy shit. It only took us the entire Alliance raid, and we got it. Oh, my nose. You are the only male unit. Yes, me and my army of waifus. Of course. Hello, everyone. Guessing this raid has been fun for you. Yeah, it has. Men fail the Nikkei conversion process. Yo, can we get a game where you're the one man that actually goes through the Nikkei conversion process and it works? See, but that's the thing. Like, I like my games lewd and loose and violent and gory and all kinds of stuff. But I don't know, man. Like, I feel like some games are just too Coomer coded for me. Like, they're just too Coomer coded. And like, I get it, if that's what the target audience wants, then it's just not a game for me, and I'm totally cool with it. But I don't know, I don't want this to become like the start of the great Coomer era. Because like, as much as I like lewd things and hot women, I also like games that feel like they weren't just made to capitalize on that, if that makes sense. I feel like it's going to be maybe too much of an overcorrection, which, I mean, ultimately is still good regardless, because it's what people want, and what people want they should get. Within reason, to varying degrees. But I would prefer that we didn't try to trend chase too hard. But that's just me, so it is what it is. Like you mentioned Plaga Parasites and Resident Evil 4, and my god, did Resident Evil 4 fucking nail it with, what's her name as the facial model for Ashley. Like, actual Ellafrey is beautiful, it's great. And then it makes you wonder why the Americans and the Western studios can't do it, which I'm not going to get into because we've already been there. But yeah, it's like, what the fuck, dude? But like, I don't know. You could have pretty women. I think you should also have mid women. Because, you know, you're going to have decent looking dudes and mid looking dudes in your games. I think it should be a fair amount. I don't think you should force it and enforce it. Well, you know, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't want it to become like, look, see, our game only has hot women in it. Like, you know, we haven't gotten there yet. I don't want to get there, though. Which, by the way, Xbox is over here having massive fucking layoffs. I don't know if you saw that. Perfect Dark got canceled, so great. Right back to where we started. It's stupid. Once again, everyone tells me, no, they're doing it because it's not profitable to do the other stuff. And then they proceed to do everything that was absolutely not profitable in the first place. I didn't know there was a second wave, and I've done this 1,000 times. It's really interesting how that works, honestly. Am I gonna die? Oh. On a darker note, that's not even true. There was absolutely nothing compared to the original. What? You don't remember how weird Ashley's ears looked in the original? She had like those like big, not Will Smith. Will Smith has small ears, I think, right? She had really like big elephant ears. It was like a real weird oddity of her character that her ears were that big. Whereas now the facial scanning is so good, they basically are almost one-to-one real people. It looks beautiful. Now, the story changes I'm not down with. But everything else I am. I think they did a perfectly good job with it. It's too late for me to play Nikkei, though. I can't. And I'm not a gacha dude. I'm not putting money into fucking gacha games. I already pay for this game and World of Warcraft. I don't... That's it. Those are my only two subs, man. Why did I hesitate to do that? Gonna overcap. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't care. Oh my god, did you see that? Yo! Holy shit, yo, they went flying! That was crazy shit. Oh my god. Oh. It fucking doinked him at just the right angle. I think it's just enough that she looks like a video game character. But very obviously looks good enough. You know, that, like, when I'm playing Death Stranding right now, obviously late because I'm fashionably late on everything, of course. And they look, dude, these people, you could tell they're mocap. But that's just how Kojima makes games. He just makes a bunch of games that are all mocapped. He's been doing it for forever now. So, like, ever since the technology was new, I would argue he's probably one of, like, the bigger AAA people that really pioneered that without doing a lot of, you know, intense research into it. He's been doing this shit forever. Like, I remember MGS4 coming out, and that was, like, the #1 thing about MGS4 was, like, hey, look how good these people look. They look realistic. That was, like, a huge, like, boon for the PS3, was look how good some of these characters look. Playing DMC5 in the super hyper realistic style is off-putting. Maybe, yeah, maybe for more cartoonish games. MGS is pretty serious, so it kind of looks, it looks fine. But yeah, I don't know. When I play DMC, I'll let you know. I mean, you won't miss it. I'm gonna record it with this dude probably in like the next month or two. Probably once we're done with Skywalker Saga or some shit, which I think he said we're gonna record tonight, maybe. I could be wrong though. I forget what he said. He said it and I forgot. I don't have any more charges. Hilarious. Gamble? You never win when you gamble. Ah! No. Went right under me. Fuck. Alright, so here's the best part. If you time this really well, you don't go flying like that. And then you can dodge the other one by default. I've been doing this for years. If you have to wait right after, it checks really late because it's a knockback. Oh, that's like one of the easiest tower falls I've seen. That is so easy. What is that? You would never get this lucky when it's on content, man. Yeah, I can't get into Nikkei. It's too late for me. It's way too late. And also, I don't know, the gameplay just doesn't seem that fun for me. I'm just glad they got to make a full-fledged game, and they very obviously know what the fuck they're doing. I just think it was too Dark Souls-y. I wish it was more like Nier. Nier is a very fluid gameplay loop. That's probably one of my favorite parts of Nier, is that it's a very, very fluid game when you play it. Wrong button. What is it? I can't even see. Thank you. Oh, Spray is here too. Yeah, what a shocker. Why is this asshole here? What a piece of shit. Oh, Lord. Okay. Thank you. Remember, when you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. Okay. Give it to the tank, because they actually bailed me out a couple times, which was nice of them. All right, we want the goggles. All right, well, we're not going to get either of those. That's fan-fucking-tastic. I want the pants, which I'm not going to get either. I don't really care about those. Yeah, so here's the battle-ready bobs. This is the 2B style. Where's the coffer for the 2B outfit? I have no idea. I actually have no idea. It might be one of the earlier ones. Okay, well, I already have these, so I can't even roll on them anyway. And I think I have all the music, so there's no reason for me to roll on this again just to take it from people. I'm not that much of an asshole. So actually, I'm really only here for the gear. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. So, actually, funny story. This 9S automaton, this little toy, the minion, didn't always used to drop. There used to be rare randomized drops that had like a 20% drop chance, and they changed it because it was so fucking low. Ah! Got everything I didn't want. Okay. I have to do adventure in need. What's the adventure in need for leveling? Fuck. No, we're gonna do something else. I'm gonna hope that it's not that in like 10 minutes once we're done with this. I'm gonna play Bard. I hope it nets me merch. Dude, you'll know when this channel has merch. You will know because this channel will become partnered. That's when you'll know you'll have merch. Sadly, this channel is not partnered anymore. You could thank Elsa and Spider-Man and Jake Paul's Adventure in a Japanese Forest for killing that shit in its infancy. Let's see. We're a couple thousand subscribers and a couple hundred viewers away from actually getting it, so sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ. How do you play this class? It's my boy, and he doesn't speak. It's my biggest, my biggest fumble or my opinion. The biggest fumble of this expansion, in my opinion, is not making him be like the fake boss, the fake actual villain who just wants to destroy Terral because it's his nature. How do you fucking play this class? I didn't mean to do that. I mean, yes, I pushed the buttons, but I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, their strength isn't out. Again? Wide open. I never do this roulette for a reason, by the way. I fucked up. Sky Ruin Ice. What Super World game am I playing? What? I haven't even played it in like 2 months. I literally cannot sing any harder than this. Wait, no, he does speak. What the fuck? I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, dude. Can we just go, like, here-ish? Well, I fucked up. God damn it. It was fully north. Alright, well, no one's saving me, probably. Thank you. It's so weird doing normal mode shit. Oh, Avatar? I thought you were talking about Assassin's Creed. Never mind. How do you dodge Thunder's Breath? You levitate. Okay, Jesus Christ. I don't remember this fight at all. Like, there's no safe spot. What do I do? Master Skywalker, they're everywhere. What do we do? Ouch. How do you even play this class? I'm sorry. I'm AFK braining really badly. You don't have to levitate for this, right? I don't think it matters, correct? Yeah, it doesn't. Is there an ad phase on this? Yes. Oh, you could hit him here. You know, sometimes bosses really throw me off with that. Like, you could hit me here. I'm here. Oh boy. I think you used Blast Arrow really early in your window and probably messed that up brutally. Because now I have to hold it. Oh god, wide open. Wait, I dropped it? Oh, I thought I refreshed it in time. Oops. Hilarious. You probably have to get it right at 0 seconds, and it snapshots it. Bro, what is this fucking ice pattern they keep doing, man? Okay, well, luckily I'm in a good position. What is this fucking ice pattern? This shit is harder than the actual extreme. Like, it actually is. Like, what is that? Here, can we go all the way up here? I think I can do this. Yes. Fuck me, I hate this. We don't move. How could it be woke? Our Lord and Savior George Floyd. Savor it like he's a meal. I don't even think Avatar is that woke. I just think Avatar is a really fucking boring plot. But to be fair, a lot of that is just from the source material. I just think Avatar is very boring. I just think it's a really good movie because of when it came out. I don't really think it's that great of a movie in general. I think it just appeals a lot to people because it appeals to their sense of escapism, which is fine. I mean, that's what a movie is supposed to do. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you can't enjoy that, but I don't think it's a very good story in general. I think it's just, it looks good because the Na'vi look cool. And that's it. I don't think Avatar is that great of a fucking movie, honestly. And it certainly does not have a massive cultural impact. Wait, this isn't great. Oh no, it works. I think that's bigger on extreme. Okay, so we're lucky. Okay, very nice. I don't think it's beaten by better stuff on YouTube. I just think it's a very fundamental and basic movie. I just didn't enjoy it that much, honestly. I don't think it's like completely ass. I just think it's way overhyped. I think it has a lot of big names, you know, headlining it, but I think it's way overhyped personally. And that's, you know, when I went to go see it, I was expecting this crazy like Alien or Predator or Matrix tier movie. I just got Dances with Wolves in Space, which isn't inherently a bad idea, but it's a very basic movie. You know, they don't even try to hide the fact that the humans are the bad guys or to give them something compelling. You know, it's very much a hammer to your face popcorn chugger. It's no subtlety. Have I seen the Star Wars fan X-Wing movies? I've seen a lot of Star Wars fan shit. Star Wars fan shit is actually just better than what Disney puts out. You know, they had a Star Wars fan Obi-Wan movie that was just better than the Obi-Wan TV show in like every way. The Obi-Wan TV show is just a hodgepodge of really shitty ideas pinballed between multiple fucking plot lines that don't even make sense. You know, like I was told that the whole reason why it's good that we now have everything under the Disney umbrella is now there's one unified canon. And then in the canon, you have to imagine that, what is it? The Inquisitor Castle is just the least defended place in galactic history because 2 Jedi get to break in for free and just fuck around and nobody stops them. And no one even knows that they're there until they are already done their objective and left. So it literally just doesn't even make a lot of sense. I don't even have that. Excellent. Well, that's how you know there's going to be a fun run. Like, literally, Cal does it with way more effort. Obi-Wan just gets to walk in. There, that's your great Star Wars lore, by the way. Disney approved, Disney sanctioned. We know what we're doing, guys. We're better than those assholes that wrote the fucking old EU. We know what we're doing. Yeah, great. It's just so hard to watch anything Star Wars today. Like, then the Acolyte exists. I feel bad for, I don't know the guy's real name, but I feel bad for Squid Game Man. You know, he actually could have been in another timeline, he's in a movie and he's a Jedi Master. And it would have just worked out perfectly. He has a very good charisma and a very good air. Even Carrie-Anne Moss, I think, has really good charisma and a very good air around her, a very authoritative Jedi style air. And instead they crammed them in this fucking shit show that'll never get a second season. Good job. That's why, like, nothing from Star Wars is really worth paying for new or at all, except maybe the odd Lego kit here and there that might be really high quality, and even then, not really all the time. They're coming out with another Slave One, and it's like one of the real shitty small Slave Ones. It's not like one of the big Slave Ones, like the 25th anniversary or whatever it was that I have. I have every Slave One, and all of them are... Well, no, the only one that I really like is the 25th anniversary from like 2005 or whatever. The settler Westerner narrative falls apart when you realize the colonization is the tribe's most recent military loss and occupation by a foreign power. You think they lived in an Edenic... People do believe that. If I walk outside my room, half my family believes that. Everything was great. We all lived in Wakanda and we were taken from Wakanda. And I guess whatever the Native American and South American version of Wakanda would be. These people live in a fantasy, Narg. That's why I don't even discuss this stuff anymore with my own family, because it's just a waste of time. And then they'll be like, we had such idyllic, you know, circumstances and everything, and then be the biggest pieces of human shit on the planet to everyone around them, including the same race. So, you know, it's all bullshit. It's all just fantasy fucking copium. It's all just, you know, blaming white people for things that they don't even know who you are, like Thanos. Alright, after you. Okay. I'm the doctor, I go last. I mean, but there is a good story to be had from something like that. It's just that Avatar probably explores it in the most blunt, boring way possible. For the name and prestige that Avatar claimed to have because it was a James Cameron flick, I felt bored like halfway through the movie. I was like, okay, well, let's just get to the part where the US is just the bad guys. And then, believe it or not, in almost 20 years, that's still like the plot line. You know, the fucking DMC show is the same shit. Oh, the demons are misunderstood. The humans are actually the good guys. Sure, dude. Or the humans are the bad guys, sorry. Literally launching a fucking military-style raid like they just fucking raided Iran in a Devil May Cry game. Okay, dude, sure. It's just not even worth it. Like, fucking... Like, I see maybe 2 movies in 2 years. And half the time I'm treated to one of them. So it's like, it's just not worth fucking watching. It's not even worth fucking getting mad about the Adi Shankar shit. Because that's exactly what he wants you to do, is he wants you to go online and be mad that he's, you know, butchering whatever franchise. That's what he wants. He wants to be the fucking heel. He wants to be Neil Druckmann. Why you would aspire to want to be Neil Druckmann of all fucking people, I don't know. Why you wouldn't want to be beloved and you know, come onto a fan base, come into a thing and say, yeah, you know, I'm really hoping that we make something fans want, and then really get in touch with what fans really like about it. Because I'll tell you what no Devil May Cry fan would have said. They wouldn't have, they definitely wouldn't have said, I want the American military to show up and make the demons look sympathetic. In the same way nobody watching a Halo show wants to see Master Chief in his fucking underwear 24/7. Star Wars X-Wing, a Star Wars fan film, Star Wars Destroyer, Wingman. There was an Obi-Wan film a long time ago And I don't know if they've taken it down because it's fucking Disney. So, like, I don't know. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. But I believe there was, like, an Obi-Wan flick where he fights Vader. And I wouldn't be surprised if that somewhat inspired them to make an Obi-Wan show after, like, 20 years. But my God, that show is fucking awful, dude. My fucking sweet Jesus, it's terrible. And I'm not saying this just to be Mr. Never Pleased, but god damn, it is just really fucking stupid. Can you tell that the Cal Kestis games were like a complete like shot in the dark that ended up paying off dividends? Like, can you tell? They didn't intend it to be a hit. They probably just thought it would be a silly, stupid fucking game that no one would care about. I can. And then what it really shows is that Star Wars is not beyond redemption. It's just made by people who don't give a fuck. Same thing is true of Marvel. Like, who the fuck wants to watch Riri Williams shit on Iron Man? If you're watching that show, odds are you're probably an Iron Man fan. Why would you want to watch a show where they shit on your fucking hero? Act like his sacrifice and everything he did was just pointless, stupid dribble to increase his clout or just to make him richer. Like, they can't tell what audience they want to court. And they're gonna have problems until they actually figure that one out. Which they won't. And they're intentionally not figuring it out, so. We didn't even kill this thing. I have no idea. She probably tries to eat it like on hard mode. I don't have that at this level. That's hilarious. She casts Stone Skin. Who cares? Wow, anyway, we burned right through the fucking Stone Skin. Good job. That was good tanking. Okay. Goodbye. You remind me that I have to dust off the rest of my Legos. I'll get to that in a little bit. No! Are you out of your mind? It was just on DPS. I literally missed the window. We'll see if it goes back in a minute. Unbelievable. Alright. It's 3:12. I have raid at 7:30. Let's ask the real question that matters. Do I go off and end the stream here and maybe just try to like do a couple things, you know, tidy up some other stuff? Or maybe I do. I don't know. How could I forget? IMPS? What is IMPS? Fun but a bit cringe. Alright, we're capped. Actually, no, we'll fucking do this because I need the... I'm gonna play Bard. I don't care. I just won't get the money. Which I should. I should tank this. Yeah, fuck it. I'll tank it. Whatever. I want the money. I'm a mercenary. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I know people want a keychain, but I don't think there's like a website where I can make a keychain design and then like publicly post it so like you could just buy it. I don't think that exists. And if it does, I haven't looked that hard. We only need like 5 of them probably. Motherfucker, I want... Okay, you're never getting a figure of... I don't even know what figure you'd want. You're not getting a figure of me. That's weird. Keychain is like the biggest compromise. a big marble statue to line my big spiral staircase? So is it going to be like a Resident Evil puzzle where the statue is holding something and you have to put like a coin inside its base and it'll like drop the gem? You pick it up and then someone busts out the wall to try to jump scare you? Yes, I knew that was... I knew the answer before I even finished the sentence. I knew exactly where this was going. Imps, a Star Wars fanfiction about fast reaction force thing, aka Imperial propaganda. Oh, okay. I don't know. I haven't been a fan of Star Wars, like, heavily in so long. It's like, without Fallen Order, I probably just wouldn't give a shit anyway. A plaque that has a blue flaming brazier. Oh my god, dude. And like a cryptic message, like Resident Evil 4 style. The unquenching flames that scar and char the earth. May he who puts it out find eternal damnation in the deepest pit of hell. And then like Leon will have a little quip at the end, like, wow, that's a little bit dramatic. See, like, I wonder if, like, there's a really good survival horror game. You know, because, like, here's what I was thinking, right? There's actually a, what's that games that they make? The Until Dawn people? The Dark Pictures games? The last one was actually about, because they haven't made one in, like, 2 years, I don't think, right? They made The Quarry, which was supposed to be for Stadia, and then Stadia doesn't exist anymore because it was a waste of time. And so, you know, they've been, the last one they made was, some, like, maniac serial killer Saw-style house. That should be, like, a really good, like, plot line for a game, honestly. You know, like, Saw is such a good idea. And it definitely could work if it was expanded into a game. Not like the ones that they actually made, though. Imps is like 14 years old. Damn, well, they could get C&D'd tomorrow. Don't let that stop them. Don't let your dreams be dreams, Disney. You know you want to shit on that fan-made stuff. It's Disney. That's like the most obvious thing ever. Making respectful content that fans want, because you know no fucking test audience wants to watch anything that they make. Did you hear about the that Elio movie, the Elio movie that's like a metaphor for being gay, and it was written by like a gay dude, and then even Pixar was like, we're not airing this is gonna sell to no one. Not a single person in their test audience raised their hand when they said, would you pay to go see this movie? And so they had to strip all the stuff out, and then the movie still bombed. All Disney movies are gay nowadays. Yeah, but I mean, like, legitimately more than usual, right? Like, because a gay Disney movie in 2019 was, hey, those two people off camera in Rise of Skywalker are having a lesbian kiss, but we could edit it out for the Saudi Arabia and Chinese cuts, of course. Only the Americans must be subjected to this, obviously. It's very meaningful, of course. Oh, but don't worry, we're not going to show the Asian lady and the black man kissing because that might upset Chinese sensibilities. Yeah, that's a Disney movie in 2017 and 2019. No, like, actually, the movie apparently was just shit. Nobody wanted to see it. Even the test audiences didn't want to see it. You know, you say that, but I wonder if, what would it be like if we had an actual animated version of the Inferno, the Purgatorio, and the Paradiso? I feel like it gets... See, my problem with it is I like the Divine Comedy as a trilogy. To me, it was introduced as a trilogy. And I think that one of the biggest things about it that would be cool would be if you had a trilogy that didn't just do Inferno and stop. There's a Dante's Inferno. Yeah, but I want something like serious, but not like serious, you know? Like, I feel bad that Visceral made this Dante's Inferno game, and everyone loves the Inferno. They love hell. They love the demons. But it would be cool if it also went into, like, Purgatorio and Paradiso. You know? I think that would actually be much more interesting of a game. And there's like no games that do this. They draw their themes from it. Obviously, Devil May Cry draws its themes from, you know, the Divine Comedy. I mean, fuck. Look at the names of these dudes, right? But like, and Bayonetta kind of does the reverse. You know, you're killing angels, right? Paradiso's hard to adapt. I don't believe that. Bayonetta adapted it almost. I mean, like, yeah, it's not one-to-one the plot, but I mean, you know, like, I don't know. Imprez is so good they got Optimus Prime's VA to do the trailer. That's pretty lit. Good for him. I think that, you know, people like that, Optimus Prime, John St. John, voice of Duke Nukem, should get to do their characters. You know, I think that's important. You realize they're 15th century fanfic? Yeah, I know. And adapt it. I'm not saying it gotta be perfect, but you know, it's a game, right? Like, imagine if Dante's Inferno was seriously the start of like a 3-game trilogy. Because the problem is that Inferno gets all the love and all the notoriety, and nobody cares about the latter 2 books. And I think that's just, it sucks. It just sucks. It just, there's no way for me to say it. It sucks. I hate that, like, Paradiso, it's this night, there's just a lot of, there's good moments in the other 2 books. No one is gonna know. Well, have a codex in the game. I don't know. Fuck. You know, you know, it's an adaptation. It's a video game, right? Obviously, no one wants to sit through Kojima tier cutscenes for every game. But, you know, like, the moment where Virgil's like, I can't go any further, that kind of broke my heart a little bit. It's so out of the mainstream. I mean, of course it is. It's not gay enough, like, unironically. Like Pixar could have probably adapted it. It would have been lit. They could have toned down the obvious, like, you know, innuendos and bloodiness and stuff, obviously. You kind of can't really get through the Inferno without some vivid, non-for-kid imagery, but whatever. It is what it is. It's a shame. Inferno is it's good. Obviously, it's the most hype. I don't know, man. Paradise Lost is another interesting one. Yeah, that's actually on my reading list. There's a lot of really good literature that could really play into being a game or something, and it's a shame. It's a shame that in the modern day, like, every time they try to make something that isn't COD or Fortnite, it just gets canceled, like, early into development or later into development, and then you just don't get it. It's like, well, bro, like, what do you think is gonna happen? Like, you're not gonna be able to make billions of dollars off every fucking video game, dude. Like, are you stupid? Now that, like, the Perfect Dark shit getting canceled is just the latest on a long list of games. Scalebound, what was it, Maverick Hunter X, what was the last one that got canceled? Deus Ex 3. Like, it just sucks. It's so awful, man. There's a lot of, like, it just reminds me, like, ultimately, you know, and this is why people are like, I don't want there to be a crash. I mean, like, maybe you need some motherfuckers to burn, you know? It sucks. Really sucks. Maybe you need some companies to legitimately, like, scrape off the ground and just blow up. Ugh. Yeah, I'm very interested in it, so tell me less. Yeah, I got a lot on my reading list. Once I get everything a little bit more, like, sorted out, I'm definitely gonna do a lot more reading. I've been dabbling here and there, and you know, I've been thinking about some things, but yeah, I once I get things a little bit more up to snuff and cleaned up, I'll be good. Just a very hectic couple of weeks. You gonna spray baby oil on people to celebrate the Diddy verdict? Yeah, yo, the Diddy verdict is the most insane, but somehow, like, not hype, not outlandish verdict ever. This is just the 2020 version of OJ. Not guilty, not guilty. What was it? He was only found guilty on 2 of the 5 counts. They didn't get him on racketeering. They didn't get him on sex trafficking 1 and 2, but they got him on some really stupid lesser version of sex trafficking. Hold on, I gotta scroll up. transportation to engage in prostitution, which is, to my understanding, I'm not a lawyer, basically like you're moving women around to prostitute them and they're consenting to it. Like, because sex trafficking is by default not consensual. It's the dumbest shit imaginable, but also somehow the funniest fucking outcome, because they find him guilty of, like, well, the women consented to it, obviously, which makes no fucking sense, but, you know. By the way, everyone on that jury and everyone who testified against him is dead in 5 years. You heard it from me first. I'm surprised that Polymarket isn't betting on it. And maybe they are, I don't know. Kid Cudi is also probably gonna be sleeping with the fishes. You might say, wow, that sounds terrible. Yeah, now imagine how terrible it is that he got acquitted. He just knows too many powerful people, bro. He took whatever deal prevented him from getting Epsteined. 100%. And I was rooting for it, because if you saw the prosecution team, it was all white women. And you know that when they have a prosecution team of white women, especially when the defendant is black, usually that's just a fucking GG. Somehow it didn't work. It didn't work this time. Somehow it just didn't work. I don't understand. How did it not work? What did they do wrong? How did they fumble this? I mean, you got him dragging this woman by the hair, you know, chasing her down outside of a fucking thing, and they're like, oh, well, we won't do bail, but I think the maximum charge that he could get per count is like 10 years. Bro, he's not getting no fucking 10 years. If they're lucky, maybe he'll get like 2 years tops per charge, and then he'll get released on good behavior or time served. Well, I didn't really follow it, so I can't really say yay or nay if they had too much of a burden of proof. All I know is that it's very obvious that Diddy was doing stuff, and it's very obvious that he has money, and so he's able to get off from it. Like no one is looking at this as a verdict that's fair. If you were even charged with half of this, you get more jail time. If you don't pay parking tickets, you get more fucked in court than Diddy got. So like no one is looking at this as a fair fucking ending to a trial. No one is looking at this as anything less than a miscarriage of justice. And maybe they overhyped some of the charges. Again, I didn't follow it too much because I kind of didn't care after all the hype was kind of gone. But yeah, I don't know. I was gonna make it does not fit, you must equip, but could not think of something that YouTube would not nuke me for. Something with oil. I can't think of it. I can't think of it. There's got to be something that rhymes with slide. If the oil does not slide, something my client must ride. I don't know. I'm not good with this. Yeah, like the problem is I think I could imagine there was like hush money involved. And once you take hush money for something, it probably isn't exactly clean anymore. But I don't know. I didn't really follow the case. I kind of had a feeling he was not going to get the racketeering charge. I feel like racketeering is very hard to prove, and he just knows too many people. He knows. See, he unlike the mafia and all these other people, he just knows too many people in too many influential positions of power for him to actually see any kind of justice for what he did. He just knows too many people. Oops. So I know a lot of people are very upset about that, and honestly, you know, I think they have a right to be. But what you really have to ask is, how did they fumble such a case that almost everyone looking at it thought was pretty open and shut? Like, how did they fumble that? It is just the modern day OJ case, though. Like, that is completely true. We all know OJ killed her. We all know he did it. They just couldn't prove it in a court of law. And then you get some stupid meme that echoes across the cosmos for the rest of eternity. If the glove does not fit, you must acquit. And then that's it. To me, the OJ guilt is simple. He ran from the police. Like, I don't think that, I genuinely don't think that you perform a chase like OJ's if you have nothing to hide. And I know that people act irrationally in the moment, right? Like, I understand that. But the way OJ was talking and the way and everything that he did in that chase only to get acquitted was insane. Like, there's no way that chase was on the up and up. That is, you know, like you see a lot of videos of people running from cops because they're scared. That's not I'm scared. That's I'm fucked. They're two very different things. They might overlap sometimes. The system wasn't failed. Humans are just unpredictable creatures. Well, I mean, the system fails in the sense that you want to have equal opportunity and equal punishment amongst every party. The problem is that because this dude knows people, he's not going to get that. So now, basically, if you're a Hollywood elite or a Hollywood whatever, you just have complete reinforcement, not reimbursement. Jesus, you're never going to reimburse anyone. You have complete reinforcement that you could just do whatever, and if these people take life-altering amounts of money, then you could just get away with it because it's tampered. They're fucked. So once again, do not send your loved ones to Hollywood. Thank me later. If you have a daughter, do not send her to Hollywood. If the oil does not glide, the defendant must slide. Something like that. Yeah, like, I mean, that's really what it is like, it's the same reason why, like, oh, well, you know, you trust the state, but the state, the minute the state has an interest in its own self-preservation is the minute that it's just outlandish. And that's why, especially during the fucking Biden years, some of this censorship was outlandish as shit. It was completely out of control because they just did things to make them look good. The fourth estate just simply became another arm of the fucking government, aka propaganda. It was absolutely disgusting, and people have already memory holed it like it didn't happen. You try to tell people in 10 years some of the shit that happened in the last like 3 years, no one's going to believe you. They're gonna think you're fucking lying. And I've had conversations like this. I had conversations when it was happening. But the bottom line is that Diddy just knew too many people. He knew too many people, and it was probably nebulous enough. Because now they'll just give him good time and whatever behavior and just call it a fucking day. Oh well, I mean, like, it is what it is. There's actually nothing you could do. Unless you want to go the Luigi route, which is inherently also got its problems. It's not a fucking cure-all, but whatever. I saw the Diddy acquitted like thumbnails on my YouTube, and I was like, oh fuck. I knew the shitstorm was coming in. I was like, oh fuck. I knew it was coming. Immediately, I was like, oh fuck. I knew exactly what I was fucking in for. Alright, I don't think you could even sprint to the next group of enemies. It sucks, huh? Just ask yourself, how did the white woman lawyer team fumble this? Seriously. That's supposed to be like sending in your Anbu Black Ops. One of them was even pregnant. It's like, bro, she's got like 1.5 processing power. How did they not convict this dude? On everything. Did they sandbag it? Like, are these the fucking jobbers? We'll never know. Yep. Oh, shit. Here we go again. Yep. I have that on the soundboard somewhere. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, jeez. Now, you want to see some real spice fly? Wait until a jury can't convict Carmelo Anthony of fucking murder. Now, that's going to be some crazy shit. I gotta go. It was fun. Yeah, no worries. That's why you never get hyped for court cases, because something stupid is going to happen and then your side does not win. Never get hyped for court cases, ever. I know we all love a good popcorn chug and, you know, people we hate getting fucking thrown in whatever. Never get hyped for a court case, ever. That's like the fastest way to be disappointed in life. Older women forever? Ew. Anyway. Oedipus complex. Or whatever the fuck it is. Hag maxing. That's what it is. Hag maxing. Dude, look at this 4 in a row. Wow. I just realized I got Tender Valley. I wasn't even paying attention this whole time. I've been asking for Tender Valley for the last like week or two, and I finally get Tender Valley. Holy shit. I know there's a lot of YouTubers that gotta fucking make some crazy, like, throw it in reverse style thumbnails and throw it in reverse style videos now, because they definitely did not get this. I think that even if the racketeering charge did not stick, getting him on the sex trafficking was way more important to the image of Diddy being guilty. Like, the racketeering is whatever. That's really hard to prove regardless. But the fact that they did not get him on the sex trafficking is wild. And you know, like, I don't know. A lot of YouTubers probably gotta throw that one back. Now, what do you mean? You told me he was fucked. I know, right? Crazy, huh? No, it went off perfect. Thank you. I hate the Paladin gauge, man. What is this? What is this strategy? I guess it doesn't really matter that much. It was a dungeon boss, but... Okay, anyway. Good healing. Okay. Alright, let's go buy my next, relic or whatever. Since I have enough now. Yeah, maybe what is it, 3:30? Maybe I get something to eat. Do my couple verdicts, say I do the Doom verdict. And then do the Doom verdict, and then I don't know, maybe I just do some other stuff. It doesn't have to be super vital to content. Yeah, I do have a couple things to do. Okay. 36 passed. Okay, good. I got to set for the important thing, a race to post first on a Humanity Fuck Yes story that drops in the hour. No joke, I've been doing this for months. Bro is speed running. Alright, we're gonna get the Sage weapon. I'm short! Oh, by the way, That sucks, Dick. Well, I guess we're not getting a new relic today. Never mind, I'm done. I'm not doing another roulette. I'm not doing, whatever the other one is. Fuck that. God damn it.
No Southhorn, I'll take it out of the title.
Because I'm kind of tired. Alright. I want to thank everyone who showed up. Thanks, Viv. Thanks, Narg. And no Southhorn. Very nice. Alright, I will see you all later. I'll be back streaming tonight. Because what is tonight? Xenoblade? Yeah, I'll probably play Xenoblade. Alright. You have a good one, Viv. But I go for top 10. I've been in the top 10. Well, you're timing it right. I mean, you gotta be ready. It's 20 minutes, right? My clock might be a little slow, but it's 20 minutes, so. Alright. You have a good one. I'll see you later. Peace.